like, without telling her about it, she's not going to think that's cool. Oh.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Friday Night Bricks, episode 54, Brickworld Hype number 7. So basically tonight, I'll be talking a little bit about the workshop I'm doing at Brickworld Chicago. And now we've got workshop. Jeff is in the chat. And there we go.
Wow. Hello.
Not sure who's watching. We do have somebody else streaming. We have Hauling and Balling streaming. They're building something tonight. So
Well, don't tell them.
well, that's okay. I mean, it's all a fun family community. We're not,
I know, I'm just kidding.
if nothing else, they'll just catch me doing a snore vibe later on. I'm wearing nice Kevin A. Hinkle, graphic designs, so.
Oh, nice.
Planets of the Bricks. So, but I've been actually, for those people who know, I've been working on, obviously everybody that needs to have a sig fig, I'm working on a sig fig. So I'm working on, I wear a badger hat, and I've shown it once before. I don't know where it is right now, but I'm looking to try to design a badger head helmet using the skunk, using skin its head. I'm using the skin its head, and I'm trying to tweak it to maybe make it look like kind of like a badger.
Poor skin it.
So basically, I think if I can do this properly.
Does anyone know what day Memorial Day is?
It's usually Monday. What is
I think Monday the 27th, I think. So,
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
so basically, so this is kind of the head, and then if I screen share my other screen, this is what a badger looks like. So basically, so it does have that, white stripe down the middle. So it kind of looks almost like a little bit of a skunk, but so I guess this is probably one of the, a little bit more, but I mean, that one's actually unique. That's probably more or less like the one that's modeled after the Madison mascot type kind of thing. So, but I kind of like this one. I like this guy, but there's a couple different ones. So
You should just get a real badger and hand it out as your sig thing. Like real badgers.
yeah. So
Well, I'd want one.
well, I mean, this one you just got to make sure you don't check out the chest because that's not my sig fig. I'm sorry, guys. I hate to disappoint you, but don't need you showing any of my nice torso, nice stomach.
The good.
It just happened to be figs available to me at the time.
All you had available was the slob fig.
No, that's not the slob fig. That's actually, come on, that's from Star Wars.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
That's
it's got some breasts on there, so I think it's supposed to be packing. They might be a little. Oh, I don't know.
Wow, Star Wars breasts with a badger head. There's probably some kind of fan fiction site for this.
So basically, for anybody who doesn't know, I do capes and tents and all that stuff. So I'm going to be teaching a workshop at Brickworld Chicago this year, how to make custom cloth items. Oh, that's what I was going to dig through in my pictures. Now I forgot. I actually done some sales too, so I'll have my ship at Brickworld too. I've done I took my Imperial flagship and made some custom sales for that. I just need to find my Brickfest Live photos. This one, I think.
Nice. So I guess Jeff's brother's birthday, so we're gonna go watch a movie. I'm just kidding. Gotcha, Jeff.
You can watch whatever you not. Oh yeah, see, collecting's already noticed. Butt Shop is Jen home. You're not in the basement, so.
No, she's not home.
And he's still alive, so that's kind of a good thing. So.
Is it though? Is that a good thing at some point? At this point?
Usually it's a good
people.
The good thing if Butt Chop's alive, because we'd be lost without you, Butt Chop. So.
Lost without my Butt Chop.
I'm just looking for this.
Yeah,
wow.
I don't.
I have that listed incorrectly somewhere. Well, you know, that's not good. I don't know where that is at. I did have a ship, and I don't know, because I actually did some sales one year for my Imperial flagship. That's what I was kind of looking for, and I thought I knew where those were at, but I don't know. Let's see here.
Brickfest Live.
Yeah, it's not. Well, I had some video I shot from one of the shows I did. I was just trying to see if I could find it. Basically, I used this cloth. I did the capes. Everybody always laughs because I said, "Oh, you're doing something with your tiger print underwear." I says, "Oh yeah, yep, definitely doing something with my tiger print underwear." Yep. So did sales out of this, and this is already a hardened piece, and actually it's sitting on top of something, so it's probably creased a little bit. So basically, I've actually been looking for cloth to take to the workshop. People have to tell me kind of what they want. I get some different colors and whatnot. So I'll have to cut some cloth and all that. So, but I don't know where all my guys went with capes. They're all hidden somewhere. All in a tub somewhere. But basically,
He said tub.
Tub. I see the tub. Yep, tub.
What are your feelings on them Lego destroying his Vestas wind turbine just to spite the Lego community?
Why would he destroy it?
He thought that he was trying to hurt us vicariously through destroying his own set.
Yeah, it's Lego. It can be rebuilt. So I mean, I guess I wouldn't be too worried about that.
That's what I'm saying. It was kind of a meaningless gesture, don't you think?
Yeah.
Probably.
Isn't it strange that I made that whole thing up?
Well, maybe a little bit.
I wasn't expecting you to make that up, but I just did it on the spot. So you're welcome.
Nice.
Anyway, you were talking about so you don't have the pictures of your sales. I was just trying to kill time while you looked for the pictures.
Well, you know.
I was trying to kill time. I was trying to kill time until you found your pics, because I know you have like 4,000 picture files to go through on your computer.
Well, I mean, I can show off something else. So basically I do have pictures of the castle with the bears. So I mean, most of the bears are actually, they're all pretty much wearing, capes. The bears on the walls are wearing capes.
Oh yeah, I've seen the capes. Those are cool. Yeah. So you're gonna have a thing talking about and showing how to make custom capes at Brickworld Chicago.
Yeah, I'm doing a workshop. Yeah, I think it's like $10, which will pay for the supplies and such. So,
cool.
And what ironic is this is a really old picture of Hope Castle when it was totally clear except for the keep. And then the old keep had some modules with I had the drones. I had like the old snow speeders, like the microfighters, and they were sitting in those two middle levels.
Oh, that's cool.
Those levels now have been destroyed. I still have the microfighters. They're still laying around somewhere, but it did look kind of pretty cool. It did look cool, clear, but
Yeah.
And this was going to be down in the lower left. This was originally going to be a new gatehouse, but in the end, I was like, didn't like it as much as I hoped. I mean, technically, I guess I could have built something like that for this whole keep, and probably would have been able to go back to being 4 or 5 feet tall, which would have been pretty sweet. But
yeah, I remember when you were gonna do a gatehouse with that clover thing.
Oh,
you put the kibosh on doing that a long time ago. You decided not to.
yeah. I mean, I've been working on a couple different things. Yeah, I even did these trees that were gonna be like the Ewok trees, these big, huge honking things. And these were going to be the ones that were cut off that the ice bear to get the ice.
The stumps?
Yeah, the stumps, but kibosh that too. I actually had some trees at one point in time that were actually pretty cool, but got rid of those, destroyed those.
Read the Destroyer.
No, that's not.
Choose the form of your destructor.
The State Park Marshmallow Man, for sure.
Don't think about anything. Don't think about just nothing. Don't think of anything right now.
It's impossible not to think of the State Park Marshmallow Man.
Tried to think of the most harmless thing possible.
Huh. Yeah. This is crazy. Well, I got tons of folders that say like Hope Castle. That's my problem.
That's probably not a good that's probably not a good way to label things for organizational purposes at this point, Reed.
No, probably not.
Hope Castle, Hope Castle 3, Hope Castle 49, Hope Castle 77, Hope Castle 1476. Guess what, Reed? You're going to be looking through folders for months and months.
Actually, I think I just might have found the folder I'm looking for.
Brian has entered the fray.
Hello, Brian.
We're going to close this, and we're going to bring this over. This is when Hope Castle was actually, when I was actually before the Mills place, so I was actually inside the castle.
When you could sleep in there, yeah.
Oh, I did fall asleep in there. Don't.
That was Reed's day bed. Reed, someone came into the panel, just so you know. Your friend. He just
Brian's here. Yep, Brian.
Yeah, he
He's like, here's the picture. Here's the picture with the sales.
That's my Reed. He'll ignore his friends because he's just like, Reed. Those sales are crazy.
Yeah.
That would be like Sheena Easton's boat. I can see Prince using that to get places. Like, to get places within the United States, he would use that ship to sail.
I don't think you can travel via ship.
Yeah, through the river systems of the United States. Prince would have a tour. He'd have to play down in like Arkansas. He'd take his leopard print ship down to Arkansas from Minneapolis.
I would just like to point out that the sails on that ship are my favorite color, animal print.
Nice. That's a good color. Classic.
I do have more of that. I have lots of that cloth. I haven't been able to find it here in Madison yet, but I do have some of it. Plus, I still have I think I still have the cape too. So I still have more of it.
You should do some sales for the sea cow with cow skin. Like spot black and white cow print for the sea cow.
And get a brick printed on the side that says "Eat More Chicken."
Yeah, that's a double whammy.
That would be good. Actually, I'll find somebody who's got that set. I think I have the instructions out in storage somewhere. I think that's
well, that's going to be a tough one to piece together, Reed.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I got lots of pieces.
My family's here. I have to.
So, how's Brian tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I showed earlier. I've been tweaking, trying to get my sig fig head ready to go. Trying to get it closer to a badger. So.
Yeah.
Well,
have you looked at the layout yet?
The layout for Chicago?
Yeah, it's on the website.
No, I did see your Facebook post and how Mark killed the idea of not posting it, but.
I was kidding. No, Mark didn't. No, it was. I posted it last year. I was really only going to wait until like a week before the show and post it, and I said, "Oh, the hell with it! I'll get it done that way. I'm not sitting here with it on the task list."
Oh yeah.
And of course, first thing that happened is I had to change it and repost it.
No, I haven't looked at it. I kind of was looking at. Well, actually, I had missed the deadline for ordering more brick, but that's no big deal. So it was one of those things where I just basically have been just kind of concentrating trying to get the castle done because I had some other ideas for theme incorporation for the collab, but we'll see if I can get those done in time. So Since I think one of the castles has got space in front of it for the idea, I just got to build it, which means I got to get done with the castle. And I messed up a couple of the elevation plates last night, so those got to be redone. And then I still got to elevate the keep. So kind of work. Still working on it.
Now I'm going to build tonight, not during the show because you can't see what I'm building, but I'm gonna hopefully finish up pretty much tonight with my build. Then it just needs to be packed up.
Yeah, pick up a new van tomorrow, so I should have a new van for the Chicago trip, so that'd be good.
I'm having the most difficult time putting. I'm having the most difficult time trying to put the coin from Scrooge McDuck in his hand. The blast. He's sitting here silently struggling.
So yeah, that's not good. So
yeah,
that's good. So Brian, you think you'll finish tonight? That's good.
I hope.
Well,
I spent an hour. I just wasted an hour and a half or 2 hours on Facebook. That was a mistake.
Well, I mean, a lot of people are still, saying it's hard to believe it's so close, and so people, I think, are working hard to get everything done. So I mean, once I'm done, I still got to pack it up and get it ready and all that. So that's the kicker. I'd like to build a couple more levels, but I don't know if I'll get those done or not. So because I actually went to a funeral last weekend, so I wanted to see if I could get a level built quick, but I'll see if that'll happen. So somebody who was close to my dad, one of the guys, one of the judges here in Madison passed away. So, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I always like it, so be fun to see everybody and check out some of the workshops and seminars and all that stuff, presentations.
A lot going on.
Yeah, that's the kicker, is finding time for everything and still getting everything set up in a timely fashion too. So,
well, that's why I design stuff so it comes out of the box, goes on the table.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess I could do that for mine. I guess. Well, actually, I still gotta since the town is bigger, I gotta probably check my lighting. So I'll have to do that here in the next week or so, is make sure all my lighting will work. But I did actually work on the so the elevations pretty much. I was working on the sides last night, so actually I can probably pull this module out. So I made sure, because there's gonna be a pirate ocean on the other end, so I made sure that I had I show on this camera, made sure I had a nice sharp edge or a straight edge, like on the edge for the ice. So that'd be kind of neat. That way, it's figured I was doing the slope everywhere else. Figured it needed a little bit more uniqueness on the other end.
And this is Hope Castle 47. Is that what you said earlier?
Probably something like that. Well, it's Hope Castle's 7th year, and so I mean, obviously, I'll probably try and drop a sheet and say, okay, there are 15 changes since last year. Can you spot them all? Type kind of thing.
Well, that assumes I looked at it last year.
Huh?
That assumes I looked at it last year.
Well, for the people who maybe come every year to look, to come to the show, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that have been there many years and have seen it. Maybe can maybe spot it, or if they still have the pictures on their camera, go, wait, hold on, let me look and see.
Oh, Jeff and Chop left.
We lost the Chop. Well, his wife was probably coming home. He didn't want to get yelled at, so I am not surprised. I didn't notice Jeff dropped off too. So
yeah, he said his family got home and he hung up real quick.
Well, yeah. So
I didn't know what that meant, but okay.
Well, he was on the stream last night, the Thursday night, building live without Brick Vibe right now, because Brick Vibe is actually moving his whole Bricklink store up to Wisconsin. So he'll be
what?
Yeah, he's moving.
He hadn't told me that.
Yeah, he just announced it last night. Hoosier actually announced it for him, and then he jumped in for a little bit. But yeah, he's actually, I've known about it for probably about a month or so. Because every time he's been over in this area driving, for that purpose, but maybe other purposes too. He's like, yeah, my GPS never takes me by Madison. I'm like, okay. So
he's coming to Madison is where he's moving?
No, I think it's gonna be farther north. I want to say up in Wausau, Eau Claire area, up somewhere up in there. So, but yeah, he's been moving it. I think he said he's hoping to have it done here in the next month or so. Yeah. So, yeah, he showed up in the stream last night for right near the end, kind of right as Hoosier was getting ready to end it and go down to his channel. He showed up and talked about it a little bit and everything. So yeah, so he's been busy and moving it. So that'll be kind of cool. Guess I'll have to go up and stream from there once in a while, I guess. So that'll be fun. I don't know. Actually, like Butt Shop and I said, oh, well, there go all the deals in Wisconsin. They're all gone. They'll disappear. We won't see them. Well, unless of course we find them for him, I guess. And I did find some earlier because he does have some translucent black plates and stuff. So for me, I mean that's good. Except I really need the clears to show up back on the wall. That would be a godsend if they, or at least be orderable. Maybe not so much on the wall, but be on the list. Because I keep hearing the rumor that they have a list again that they can order from. So
they do, correct.
So I just need to hope that if it shows up again, that I can maybe see if the store in Milwaukee could maybe get it on the wall or something. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I mean, everybody says we can order them, and I know Rocco's doing it, but I mean, man, 10 cents a piece. I mean, that much clears.
I get it.
Yeah, because I can get 1,000 in a cup, and that's $15, and so 1,000 there is what, $150. That's just to me. I would have to maybe change the color. Oh yeah, see, Bricksonic says Reed isn't allowed near the trans clear part section. Yeah. That or I use some clear panels and do some on the outside so people can see on the inside. I mean, I can acquire those. That'll save some plates, kind of like I did with the purple on the inside. So, but it's it's coming along. I have a barn I can take apart. I have 2 barns. I can take the one barn apart, 2 more wall sections to take apart. So I mean, I've got stuff I can take apart if I have to, but kind of hope I don't have to take apart all of it. So that's cool. So I'm looking forward to it. So I talked to Kevin. I'm probably going to get down there a day early so him and I can go do some stuff. And then, but it'll be nice in the new van. I get to chauffeur around a little bit more class this year.
What qualifies as a day early?
Tuesday.
Okay.
You guys will be up there a lot sooner than that, but
yeah, we get there Sunday. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm working Monday, and then Tuesday I'm going to come down and pick him up at the airport or whatnot. So my room doesn't start till Wednesday, so I guess I'm crashing on his floor. I guess so.
This is Mr. Hinkle.
Yeah, Mr. Hinkle. Yeah, because I think Tommy and Matthew are supposedly coming in on Wednesday, is what I originally thought, and they're my roommates too. So.
Oh dear God.
Hey, well, it's always a good deal. So hey, I don't mind it. Well, and technically, you could put 4 or 5 in a room. By the time I get done with my day, I'm ready to crash. I mean, I could care less if they give me a little corner where I'm in the fetal position sleeping. I'm gonna be out. I'll be out, and I'll just be like,
Tommy's getting old. He'll be in bed to sleep before you ever go to the room.
Actually, what's funny is Tommy's actually some of the nights been out later than either Matthew or I shooting pictures and stuff. So you never know.
Wow.
It's anybody.
Yeah.
Well, photography is one of his things too. So I mean, obviously, he actually was at a Brick and Gem show in Denver with Kevin. He talked Kevin into coming out with him and helping. So he was trying to sell like the engraving thing for like the different gem and mineral specimens, and so that was cool. And then he custom printed some figs and stuff. but he also had a bunch of photography stuff behind him because he does like to do photography as a hobby too. So, but he was there and Kevin was there, so it was kind of cool, and got to see them when they were there in Denver for that show. So
cool.
So, and then and actually they've been posting pictures on like the Beyond the Brick Facebook, and so Dave O'Hare posted a picture of his old castle from like 2007, and his castle had the footprint of like mine right now without the town, but it was like 3 feet high, so it was like massive, and I was like, oh, it'd be perfect. And so I mean, now it'd be perfect to have it. Instead, he's got a moon base, I guess, that's 40% larger than the castle, so it should be. I look forward to seeing that again in person, more complete than the last time I saw it. So.
Well, I would say since last week, we opened the activity tickets, and just got slammed on Saturday afternoon. Absolutely destroyed.
I was going to say the GBC probably crashed the site almost.
Oh yeah, well yeah. So I got yelled at by my webmaster, rightfully so. I forgot to tell him that. Oh, by the way. So he wasn't real happy with me, but that's life. I put it in the notes for next year. Don't forget to tell the webmaster we're about to bomb the site.
So you can increase bandwidth or something quickly.
Yeah, he can swap up for a day or 2 days, and save the issue being a mess.
Well, it does look like I've sold some seats to my workshop, which is good. So that's always a good thing. So
cool.
Is there a way to add anything to the text on that at all?
Sure.
Well, the only thing I was going to say is maybe add a thing that Reed would be supplying some basic cloth, but if they had a cloth pattern that they for sure want to use for making something to bring maybe a foot by foot section or something to that size. I forgot to tell that. I mean, I've been picking up some cloth, but I mean, in case somebody wants a special pattern like a leopard print or something that they found that's pretty cool.
Okay.
I've got cloth. I've been picking it up lately, but so.
All right.
Something to that effect. I figured I forgot to probably mention that, but I mean, I'm gonna do everything else. I'm gonna have the brushes and the bowls and the liquid. I'll have all that, and I'll have some cloth. And I need to cut them up to sections and stuff because I got different colors and such. Because I don't know what everybody likes to, because everybody always, when they're building stuff, I don't know what they like to do in terms of colors. Obviously, I've picked more exotic type stuff, but
animal print.
Yeah, animal print. I mean, usually when I first researched it, they said to get broadcloth, which is like a cotton. But I mean, this is like a suede. I think it's a suede. I mean, as long as it hardens, I mean, you don't want something that's too thin. If it's too thin, it won't work. But some of the stuff that's got definitely texture to it, and this was actually, I think, thicker than some of the cloth I actually sometimes find. But it's always nice to have, something that you like to use. And that's kind of the key. But I'll have stuff. It's always, because and some of these people might have, I don't know if any of them have done it before, but obviously we'll see. So I mean, it was popular the last time. I think I filled it the last time, or was pretty close. I had a lot of people, some parents and kids in there working on it. I just need to build and that's the other thing I'll have to build is I got to build a drying rack. I had like a cheap, what do you call it? Like a cheap rack system. But I think it was too flimsy. But I mean, like I still have it somewhere, I think, unless I gave it away when I moved. I think I might have given it away because I just moved some stuff and sort of don't remember seeing it. So I might have just, I might have said free, thinking I can get another one. So I might have to get it, just maybe make one out of PVC pipe, a little bit more sturdy. So does everything else work? Everything's going pretty good. I think GBC sold out. Are any of the other ones close to selling out, or?
Oh God, yeah, almost everything here. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick and give you a rundown. I know both the sessions of Bricks Against Humanity sold out. Both sessions of Brick Quest sold out. And we put a third session of Brick Quest in there. What else was there? I think there were a couple of Mindstorm sets left still. The Tri-Build Challenge sold out. The Cutthroat 1700 sold out, but the Cutthroat for the adults hasn't sold out yet. I think some people need to step up and get in that game and show they're the better builder. So,
yeah. Is there gonna be any clear pieces involved?
Oh Lord, read. Let's see. 17 people have signed up for your thing.
Yep, I saw that. Yep,
that's a good start.
Well, I mean, it's
heck, Brick Quest on Saturday has already knocked out several spots, so it's only got 3 left. We got a few of the set draft sets that haven't really sold. 2 in particular, for some reason, I don't know why. Rapunzel's Travel Caravan and the Cloud Rider Swoop Bikes. No one seems to want to draft those 2. So I've got lots of those sets. I don't know what's in them. But then Emmett and Lucy's Escape Buggy, there's 5 out of the 10 left for that. And then everything else is 3 or less. So left or sold out.
It's possible too. I was looking at some of the schedules too. I mean, the Rapunzel's Travel Caravan's got some neat colored pieces, and I just kind of look at the purple and some stuff. But it might be too, is now that people are seeing the schedule, it might be if it's going up against a presentation or something they want to see, it might
there's 1,000 people at the show. I seriously doubt 1,000 people are going to any one presentation. I can't even get half of them to show up at ceremonies.
Well, that could be true.
But I would encourage everybody to show up at the group photo this year, because Lego literally counted the heads in the group photo last year and said, that's only 357 people. You said you had 1,070 or whatever, 1,030. And I was like, they don't all come to the group photo. Well, why not? Because they don't. I don't know.
I mean, I guess
my day to watch them.
I guess that's something we just try to say, hey guys, to make sure we show best support for Lego. Like everybody who can, it's a quick thing and just kind of let's do it.
Well, here's part of the right. Okay, so we have the group photo after public hours on Saturday.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So there's a lot of people that aren't even down in the hall because they just leave. They don't want to be part of the public hours. That's true. I've heard that. There's vendors who, after the done public hours, they leave. So you lose a chunk of people just bing right off the top. But ask me, tell me a better time to have the group photo, and there really isn't one.
No.
Someone said we'll do it at opening ceremonies. Well, there's about the same number of people at opening ceremonies, or award ceremonies. Well, no, everyone's trying to tear down and leave.
How many seats?
I'm sorry.
How many seats are there? Are there even enough seats for?
Oh,
hell no. Enough seats for even that many people in the?
No, if everyone showed up, we'd be jam packed in that room. It'd be
the only other thing is to maybe shoot pictures during some of the setup, I guess.
Yeah, no, shooting, but that's not the same. That's not the group photo. And the thing is, and what I've learned, over in Europe, when they do a group photo for an event, everybody has to be in the group photo. They really make an effort to be there. And I said, well, it's just different here. Sorry. And now that we don't have a U.S. community rep, there's no one explaining that to the Europeans except the event owners. So it is what it is. It is what it is. No big deal.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, obviously, when people, well, and that's the problem with Lego pulling all that community stuff. Is now you're right. There's nobody that like Kevin who went to the shows who could say, well, you know what? There's people who don't come to the public day. I mean, they want to spend a lot of time doing the socializing with their fellow fans, and they do that maybe late into the evening. And the public days, their mocks they've got other guys that can talk about them or whatnot. It's just one of those things where,
well, or they just don't have something on display.
Some people are just sick of hearing the same questions over and over again, which that's a lot of people say. Is it's like, oh man, I got to hear that again and again. I was like, you know what? I mean, after a while, you get used to it. I mean, you could always have a little thing hanging next to your mock and say, oh, you know, or we start the bingo, do the bingo. Maybe I'll have to do a bingo and
No, and you know what? I enjoy standing there and answering questions, so I don't have a problem with that. No, I think really a lot of people, there's a lot of people that are there for the convention side of the event that aren't even necessarily displaying. But part of the reason they come is they get to see the displays during the non-public hours. So they don't have any business being in the hall during public hours. They don't want to be there. That's not why they're part of the event. So, you know, it's just there's not a good time to have the group photo.
Well,
Unless you start taking away from other aspects of the event.
Yeah, I mean and there's probably and there's So to me, it's one of those things where, I mean, the group photo is the people who want to be part of the group photo, and like you said, some people maybe are camera shy. They don't want to be. They're afraid they'll turn to dust. Maybe, I don't know, or their soul will disappear into their Lego creation. You know, I wouldn't mind it. That'd be a nice. I wouldn't mind disappearing into my castle. That'd be a nice humble home if I was 3 inches tall. Pretty nice. If I have to kick all the ice bears out, kick them off the table so there's plenty of food to eat, but you know. Yeah, well, I always try to make sure I get into the photo, but you know, I think the one year I was actually standing backwards. I don't remember why, but I think I was. Maybe Weston or something. I don't remember. Being humorous. There's lots and lots of stuff, that is for sure. I did take a look at that. Did take a look at that. I've been looking at the exclusive from Brick Model Railroader. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And actually, what's wild is that car is actually on display at the Colorado Railroad Museum. So I was like, hey guys, in Denver, in DENLUG, anybody want this? Anybody from our group want this kit? Because you guys are, because I think they're going to try and do a project support for that to recreate some of the museum. I was like, anybody want this kit? I'm going to Brickworld. Get it to one of you guys. I mean, we do have one person coming from Colorado, but I kind of like it. I almost think I'd like to do that. So I might have to see about that. But we do have a couple train buses.
I know you understand it, but in case anyone's listening, it's not really a kit. It's got the decals and a couple of printed bricks, but it's just instructions.
Yeah, instructions. Yeah. So, well, I mean, to me, it's one of those things where even if you have the instructions or whatnot, I mean, it's something where for something like that, they're actually going to do that for a project. They could actually, you know, maybe build a couple of those type kind of thing. So it'd be kind of cool. Which I thought was really neat. I mean, it's definitely, and that's what's made it so ironic, is it's actually something, you know, from the Colorado Railroad Museum, where I've actually done at least one show there, and it's pretty cool. So that's what I actually went and did the research on the internet. And was like, oh yeah, look at that. Actually, that's pretty cool. So, but that's nice. So now, if they could do instructions for a big boy locomotive, I wouldn't even hesitate for something like that. So, but that would be pretty parts intensive. So,
my food has arrived. I'm gonna leave and eat.
Okay, sounds good, M Lego. We'll catch you later.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
And then it was just us.
Well, it'll probably be just me here in a little bit. I'm going to actually go and see if I can, without crashing my own stream, see if I can actually get onto the WISLUG Slack and post it in there. See if somebody, because I think that's how brick through that one. Code. We'll see.
I just messaged Mark and sent him the link. See if he'd get on. You see the picture I got up, Reed? Reed? Are you there, Reed? Hello? Reed? I got frozen screen, no microphone. Can you hear me, Reed? I cannot hear you. Can you hear me, Reed? I can't hear you. Wave if you can hear me. You can hear me. I can't hear you. All right. I will leave and come back.
How about now?
Hey, there it is. Now I can hear you.
I muted my mic. I'm guessing it might have been something when I did the when I posted in the when I opened the Slack. I mean, I don't know. My computer needs to probably be renovated. I'm gonna close it. So
did you see when I was screen sharing? You saw the picture I was sharing?
Yeah, the motor,
the engine. Yeah, that's my rendering of it. It's coming along.
That's what you're building. It's pretty cool.
Well, no, not for the show. That's just something I'm building. It's commission build.
Yeah, didn't you have one of those at Brickworld? Maybe the last year at the Westin, did you have something like that?
I did. I'm building another one.
And
this one's going over to be in Europe.
Really?
Yep. This is actually the third one I've built. I built another one that's in India.
Wow, that's really nice.
But this is the first time I've modeled it.
How long is that? I'm guessing pretty long.
What's that?
How long is that? How long would that be built if it was built? How many studs?
Oh, it is. Well, let's see. The pipe down the side is 433 stud sections.
Oh, okay.
So that's 132 studs plus about another 10 at each. So it's about 160, 170 studs.
Yeah, size of like a ship if it was a giant spaceship type thing, right?
Yeah, it's a little over 5 feet. Yeah, and then it's about 3 feet tall to the top of the exhaust ports up on top. The engine works different than a normal engine. The ports up on top are not the air intakes; they're the exhaust ports.
Is that a certain brand of engine?
That is a Cummins engine. It's a replica of a 16-cylinder, 95-liter turbo diesel.
Wow.
These little things up on top being the turbos. So in real life, I've stood next to the real engine. It's 8 feet tall. These oil filters, the white filters on the side, each of those is about 2 feet long in real life. The engine weighs something like 28,000 pounds.
Goes in probably a massive vehicle, then I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, train.
Okay.
So it's designed to drive a 4 megawatt generator. So they put them on trains. They put them on oil platforms to power the platform. Ships to provide internal power and engines.
That's pretty cool.
It's a big chunk.
I was going to say, what's the part count on that so far?
Oh, the part count, when I know that's roughly 30,000. I will know. As I said, this is part of why I'm modeling it, is I want to really know how many parts I've got in it. Unfortunately, I won't know the part count in the real first one because I've changed the design some based on new parts that are available and old parts that aren't available anymore. So this one's got updated part design. So I'll know what's in this one, and it'll be close. But it should be somewhere between 25 and 30,000 pieces. You're looking at the model. There's a lot of stuff missing off that still.
What's going to be the build time on that once you start building it?
Oh well, it's already built. I already built the whole thing. So I'm reverse modeling it because I want to have. So the way I built it is they send me back the original one, and then I use that as kind of a basis for building the new one. And since I never had a CAD model of the whole thing, so this time I'm modeling it. So if they ever want a fourth one, I'll be able to do it from the model. It'll be a lot easier.
That is pretty cool.
Yep, it's kind of fun. But that won't be done and out of here until August. It's kind of on hold right now. Something about a show in June that I've got to take care of.
Wow, really? Yeah.
You might have heard of it.
Yeah, I have. It's luckily this time around, it's only 2.5 hours away instead of 14. So that'll be a nice thing. But obviously Dave will be doing that long drive this year, and I don't know if Annette's coming or not. I haven't found out if she's coming to the show.
Annette is not coming this year.
Not so she must
Annette
be.
Annette moved to Hawaii.
Yeah, she's with her mom, I think. So yeah. So
Wait,
I did hear.
Oh, and that's with her mom, right?
Yeah, Annette's with her mom. Yep. So I had heard that it was. She had said that she was going to do that. I hadn't heard if she'd already done it. So, but yeah. Fun. Yeah. I'm here with my mom driving her. I'm here with my mom driving her bananas. So hey. Yeah.
Well,
she's probably regretting she gave me as much of the basement as she did. So, but she loves the mess. And I go, in my apartment, I had shelves behind me, and so all this stuff will be sitting on a shelf, more organized than it is now. So I mean, it's and it's once I've been actually opening set boxes or U-Haul boxes. Oh, I misplaced my chat. Oh, there we go. But actually, I've been unboxing sets to prepare for selling, and basically, gonna try and sell a bunch of the sets I moved all the way from Colorado. So I started putting Google Sheets together. So I think I've got like 50 or 60 sets out there now, but the goal is to get about 700 or 800 on the sheet. So we'll see.
Yay.
Get rid of the sets that I don't need and then maybe that I bought spot on just a whim. Probably keep the one that Kevin talked me into. He talked me into the Republic Attack Shuttle, at one point. So it's got that sensitive feeling to it. So I'll probably have to hold on to that for a while since he talked me into that. I think that was one of the ones I definitely remember him talking me into. I'm gonna sell my Eiffel Tower. If I'm gonna build one, I'm gonna build it minifig scale, which means it'll be 30 or 40 feet tall. So I'll be fine.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. But anyway, I was at the store today. I was so tempted to buy the Stranger Things set.
Well, that's what they're building on one of the other streams that I watched. The Hauling and Balling. That's what they're building tonight on their stream. So that's probably why it's pulling some of the people from my stream. So, but
how rude.
That's okay. It happens. But
It does.
yeah, I mean, I've got so this but the Eiffel Tower, I enjoyed it. It was a neat set, but to me, as like with the castle, I try to build stuff that I guess has that playability to it if I wanted to, but also has that kind of realistic factor to it, minifig scale. So the Eiffel just doesn't fit that anymore for me. So I'm gonna sell it. I'm just selling a lot of stuff that I don't know if I'll even use, and so it's one of those things where bought it maybe thinking it was cool, maybe I would use it. One of my friends who obviously is not building right now says don't sell them. They got cool pieces, but he's not building, so I can't use that as logical advice to keep them. I've been keeping all the city sets. I might sell some of the duplicate ones there. So, but we'll see. And then of course I've got, I don't know if I'll ever sell any of these guys, but we had gotten replacement stickers for the carousel at one point in time. The original one, the 10196, these beautiful gold ones. So, hey, Mark, how's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Pretty good. So, yeah, so I got a bunch of these. And so at one point, my boss said, you know what, why don't you just get rid of those? And I'm like, sure, no problem. I'll get rid of them. So,
alrighty then.
So, but, well, you know, they're just sitting in my collection, collecting dust, along with, you know, hundreds of instruction manuals that I've got that are, some are sealed still that have the stickers. So I'll have to get rid of those too at some point. So how's Mark tonight?
Great. How are you?
Pretty good. You ready?
For what aspect of what's coming out?
I guess all aspects, I guess.
Yeah, I'm as ready as I'm going to be, right?
But that's good.
Yeah. I feel good about it. I suppose we're just talking about putting the program together, right?
He doesn't even know what you're working on right now. You can tell him what you've been up to. I mean, as far as getting ready for the show, that's part of the fun.
Yeah, well, we've been working on some fun sponsorships. Nothing's really gone through yet, so we can't talk about those yet, but kind of pounding the pavement, trying to get some people to work with us. We've got a marketing company working with us on some of those relationships, so that's been fun. Working on, of course, the Kansas City show, getting everything ready for that, which has been a fun challenge since I'll be on my own for that one. Although in the planning, I'm certainly not on my own. Kathy and Brian have been helping out a ton with that, which I need, because I'm certainly not ready to do anything on my own. So luckily, I'll have them with me for the first couple years after I take over the world. And then in the meantime, I'm putting the program together, and I have a tendency, when it comes to putting the schedule into the program, I have a tendency to obsess over the way I'm communicating the schedule, because I want people to be able to find whatever they're looking for in whatever way they want to find it. So I want to have an alphabetic schedule, I want to have a time schedule, and I want to have a category schedule. We certainly don't have room for all that. So I'm trying to, compact it into two different types of schedules so that people can find what they're looking for whenever they need it. So it probably would have been done by now if I hadn't kept rearranging things or, trying to come up with new ways to make it better for everybody. But that's been most of my day-to-day, has been kind of like running over work I already did and kind of checking on changes in the schedule and making sure that the program is functional.
That's good. I think you need that shirt made that says "I'm ready to take over the world."
Yeah. I will work on that for sure. I'd wear that.
That or have maybe Kevin design it. I've worn one of his the ones he's doing for the brick shirts. So he's got a few. I just did the subscription, so I get them every month. So I've got the 9-volt revolt.
Nice.
And actually, my goal is to bring the beer from Monroe, Wisconsin. That actually, the icon looks almost identical to this, except it's not Lego based.
Oh, okay. Hey, Reed, since you mentioned beer,
yes.
Can you do me a favor and bring a couple cases of Spotted Cow for me? I'll pay you for it.
I will put a note of that.
Thank you. I assume you'll have room.
Yeah,
not, I'm going to have to make a trip up to Wisconsin eventually.
Well, I could bring cheese curds too. Actually, I've got Kevin's kryptonite. I'll be making sure I bring some of that with me. So
I have the same thing, but my nephew's going to be going to college in Kenosha next year, so I'll have plenty of opportunities to pick up Spotted Cow. So might be stocked at all times.
Well, you don't live that far away. You can always make a road trip.
It's only an hour and a half away from me, so I'm not going to take up room in Reed's van for Spotted Cow for me. Plus, one of my neighbors is from Wisconsin, and she always has Spotted Cow in the fridge. So
we can always bug Chris Irely too. He's got to bring the trailer, so
Ooh, yeah. That's true.
Hey, something else, Reed? Have you heard about this track that OK Bricks is doing?
Is that that new the new train stuff, the new format they're trying to do?
Well, not the L gauge format, but they've taken HO rails and flipped them and cut them, and then 3D printed track, and they just slide into a groove, and you get metal track again. It's pretty slick.
I think I've heard some stuff about that. So
they were showing it to me down when I was at the WISLUG show down at a little brick show in Covington, Kentucky, a couple weeks ago. Pretty neat. I think it'll be at the Cincy Lug layout in Chicago.
That'd be good, because I mean, obviously 9-volt is what we discussed that a little bit last night too. You know, about the fact that it's so much easier to use. You just turn it on, you let the trains go, and the only time you really got to worry about stuff is when you have power function and 9-volt going, because the power function with the rails, you'll still hear it, but unless you turn off the 9-volt, you're going to have a crash. So,
well, the only problem with it is you're going to have metal rail, but you still don't have anyone making new motors.
Well, and that, I mean, there's a YouTube video. Basically, the standard power function motor on the inside is the same as kind of what's in the 9-volts. I think you got to pull the shell apart and swap them or something. The actual like inside the motor.
The motor core? Oh, really?
Motor core. Yeah, I saw a YouTube video on that. I
had not heard that.
Wow.
But yeah, no. So Mark's been real busy. We've handed off marketing for Chicago to him, and some of the sponsorship stuff, and he's doing some of his other duties still, and he's drinking from the fire hose every day. And
yeah, they handed over marketing to me, and so I asked for a bigger budget and then hired a marketing firm. That's how that worked.
Yeah.
That's how.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Mark, we forgot to tell you, we did find the doll.
You did. I was wondering if you found.
Oh yeah. We left it sitting there. She's gonna stay there. She's fine.
Yeah, she's evil.
She's evil.
Yeah.
But she has a good soul now. She took yours.
Ah, shit. Oh, do we have do we have editors on this that can bleep my truck mouth? Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. You'll be fine. It's that first stream, exceptions. You'll be fine. No problem.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of basically like fundraising ideas. I mean, not in the nonprofit sense of fundraising, but like trying to kind of like shore up the coffers for Brickworld and new things to do, and everything I come up with seems like someone else is already doing it better. When I sit there and I come up with a couple T-shirt designs, a couple custom minifig designs, and there's so many people out there that are already doing it better. Hinkle's got a subscription service. I've seen it on Instagram, so I've seen his illustrations. But you could subscribe to a T-shirt service with original Hinkle designs on it. That's amazing. I mean, I'm not going to do that. I don't have the time. Someone's already doing it better. So yeah, I got to come up with new ideas, or just keep doing what already works for Brickworld, of course. And that's always been the plan. But like trying to sneak other things in, I'm like, oh, I've got all these great ideas, and I'm like, that would take a lot of time and energy, and that's not what Brickworld is, So interesting. Anyway, I just thought I'd plug Kevin Hinkle again. Make sure that people understand that they should subscribe to his T-shirt.
Well, and he is our keynote speaker too,
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I offered him a suggestion tonight. We'll see if he is interested about trying something. So
what is it?
Oh, I can't tell. I mean, if he doesn't do it, it's I told him that he could maybe try something in the aspect of how Arthur started something. That he's pimping the displays. Maybe try something in the keynote address that might be something that he can spark something to get future keynote speakers to try to do that too.
So let's talk about Arthur starting a tradition of pimping the displays after winning Brickworld Master. I don't think as far as I knew, I don't think his intention was to do that as the current Brickworld master. I think he was just being a jackass and hiding scorpions in everyone's displays.
That is correct.
Okay, all right, that's what I thought. All right, so my grasp on it is accurate. And
but Jeremy was a Brickworld, or Simon was a Brickworld master the next year.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Screw you, Arthur! I'm going to one up you."
Yeah, he made like a it was like a frog inside a scuba suit or something like that, like something.
Yeah, it was in a spaceship, frog in a spaceship.
Oh, right, yeah, spaceship, scuba suit. You know, they're kind of the same concept.
I've got one of them over here. If anyone wants to see
mine's somewhere. I'm not going to stand.
Hey, Mark, Kevin, thanks you for your plug.
Oh, good.
He's listening, so he's working, but he's listening. So
yeah, I mean, I think. Well, then tell him that I think you should be explicit about what you suggested to him, so that you can get a royalty from it if he follows through with it. Because I think he'd do that.
You know what? I don't need a royalty. Kevin and I have an ongoing trading system, so I'm confident that if it were to go, I'm sure, he'd reimburse me. I'm sure. So.
Yeah, contracts work better than being sure about things, though. So
well, that friendship are one of those things that I'm not too worried about. Because I always can find stuff for him if he needs it, and he can find stuff for me. So,
yeah.
But
having a good heart is the way to lead. So nice job.
Yeah, actually, I might have some special bricks printed up. One of the gentlemen my dad knew passed away. He actually passed away in March. His funeral was he passed away on St. Patty's Day, and his funeral was last Saturday. And his one of his prayers was give more than you get. And so I'm thinking of maybe making some bricks like that. But he was a great guy, and so it's pretty cool. Actually, I might have a cool picture. I don't have for my dad and them. Let's see here. So you know what? I need to go somewhere. So basically, it was one of the things where for the funeral, they actually walked his ashes down the aisle, and it was because actually my dad and the guys actually play in the over 50 hockey league. What?
That's awesome.
And so so this is a bunch of the guys that actually
cool.
so but it's kind of cool. One of the guys was one of the coaches from the high school I went to, and so it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. But so it's I'm looking forward to it. Are you getting? Oh, that's right. You don't have any mocks, but you're almost ready. Hopefully, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much. I was, I think the last presentation, actually the last workshop I put into the schedule before I jumped on your show was building custom items from cloth, led by Reed Yaeger. It sounds the description, although short, sounds awesome. I would love to attend. I'm not sure that I'll be able to have the time, but building custom sails on my own, I think is something I'd definitely be interested in. Can you tell us more about what you're doing at your workshop?
Well, yeah, basically I'm gonna bring I'll bring cloth, and I'll also be bringing the liquid brushes and stuff. Basically, I'm gonna show how to basically take the cloth, harden it, and then I need to pick up some of the special cardboard I use to make the mold, and then I trace it. And once it gets hard like this, you can cut it with scissors. So it's thick enough to where the scissors actually cut it like paper. And so basically it's one of those things where I'll actually show you, because I've been doing a bunch of different stuff. So here, this is that's the sails I made a few years ago.
There we go. I was thinking, as you picked up a leopard fabric, I was like, that out of context, that's really strange looking. You holding some leopard print fabric, but I in my head I was like, oh, of course he's got all those animal factions. He's clearly making leopard capes for one of his army factions, not sails. But I stand corrected because you're making leopard sails, and that's pretty cool.
Well, I did make some tents. I found the old Indiana Jones tent from Jungle Duel. So I was making tents also for some of the guys, for some of the factions. And then I just found I don't know what happened to it. I found it the other day. I got to see if I can figure out the covered wagon.
Yeah.
Like the Western sets. I found that. I was going to make a pattern for that. But capes, tents, sails. The bardings for horses. I've done those too.
Yeah.
Those are tougher to keep in place, and that's kind of something that that's why sometimes they'll stay on the horse when they lay down or whatever. It'll keep that barding on the horse, or use the weapons or something on the side. If the horses have both clips, it'll keep it into place in the back.
Okay.
Cool. Might have to eventually maybe figure out a way to use it with maybe multiple pieces where I can use like a glue stick and kind of keep it in place, maybe lower down or something. So, but the plastic bardings are so expensive. So,
are there any other Lego cloth pieces that you're missing that you'd like to make a cardboard cutout of?
Not that I'm aware of. I'll have to look and see. But I mean, usually, I've got a lot of the stuff. I mean, basically, I guess the other ones I could do too is I make some of the stuff from the carousel, like the tent type stuff. I actually should make some of those. I actually found some of those because basically I learned from Kevin. Basically, Kevin, when he worked at the stores, was a big sticker fiend. He'd take all the stickers out of the instruction manuals if we didn't use them or whatnot, or extra instruction manuals. And so basically I started doing that, but then I would just take the whole instruction manual too. So I've got sealed instruction manuals from like the, Sandcrawler, the VW plugs, Asanumas, all that stuff. So it's pretty wild.
So just to clarify, is he a fiend for big stickers or is he a big fiend for stickers?
He's a big draw for stickers. So he likes the stickers. I don't know if he really uses the stickers, but he liked always having them in case he wanted to use them. So
gotcha. I tried to make a custom sail once, and I used my first bachelor's degree is in theater, and one of the classes we had to take to graduate was a costuming class. So I tried to make a junk ship sail out of muslin with a whip stitch, and it was much heavier than the boat that I built. So it just kept toppling the boat over unless I like studded it onto a base plate. The ship wouldn't stand up on its own, and the sails were kind of pulling the masts down the entire time. So I haven't had good experience with my own custom exploration.
Well, yeah, usually with the broad. Usually they recommended broadcloth, and so I tried other cloth just if I saw, like when I saw this, I was like, wow, this would make a really cool, cape. So like I experimented and it worked pretty well. The thicker one of these did not. The heads actually sat so high, like this one. This one actually was cool, but when it hardened, it became thicker where this gold is at. And so then when you put it on the minifig, especially the helmet, the hat would just they'd be too loose. And so this one, even though it's cooler, better gold, didn't work as well as these guys. So.
Right after I went to the first Brickworld and met Kyle from Brickforge, who had made the custom cows and pigs and all the animals that he was producing early on. I think it was like 2007. Yeah, 2007, Brian?
2007 is when we had the first Brickworld.
Okay. And I got into like the third-party market at that point. I was finding a lot of custom items out there. I'm not a big custom item guy anymore, but I remember finding a guy who had built like minifig jackets. Like they were tailored for minifigs. They were tiny jackets. I bought like a leather duster that fit onto a minifig, and it didn't, as far as I'm aware, it didn't really catch on. I don't really see it at conventions and displays. I don't see it in MOCs online, or I'm sorry, in MOCs online. But they were really well tailored to like the dimensions of a minifigure. I thought it was a really cool idea, but it must have been really meticulous And I wonder how he ever did, and how how much of a market is out there for not even just like not like a money market even, but like how many adult fans of Lego are looking for custom items made out of cloth that Lego doesn't produce.
I think everybody likes to do it. I mean, themselves. I mean, if you think about it, when you look at like some of the capes that Lego's produced, and even now they're even getting more basic. I mean, they've got the new ones for the Disney fig. I mean, these suckers are like, there's like nothing to that cape. I mean, it's like super basic. So
okay,
I mean, it's cool. It does have a neat texture on the outside for Elsa there, but it's a real basic cape, and so it's cool. But I mean, it's
drop cut with one hole in it, right?
Yeah, it's got and then they so it's. But I mean, it's a basic one, and Anna's got the same thing, and so it's cool. But I think some people want to go. I mean, if you wanted to buy the cape, well, the figs are $4. The capes are probably going to go for $1 or $2. I mean, cloth. I mean, a yard of cloth is generally anywhere from huh?
I said I was agreeing with you emphatically.
Yeah, so a yard of cloth is like $1 up to maybe $9 or something, and you can make. I mean, this will just make. I think this is a yard. I mean, this will make a ton of capes.
Right.
I mean, it's one of those things where if you can, I mean, if I can make 50 or 100, probably 100 capes out of this for $13, that's actually be a little bit more for the liquid. But even then, I mean, if you want to do it yourself, you can save so much more money. The barding themselves for horses are like $1 a piece or more. And they don't make them anymore. So you're only getting the old ones that are out there.
After you cut the shape out, how do you stop the edges from fraying?
Well, this is, I mean, once it's hard, it generally
right. You said that. I'm sorry. That's right.
I mean, usually anything on the edge, if it's still soft, I don't do anything there.
Gotcha.
So like this one's got a soft edge. I won't probably do anything there because the soft doesn't cut as well as the hard, and so I'll just use wherever the hard is at. So, I mean, I thought I had some laying around here at one point in time. I had a bunch of capes. Might have thrown in one of my tubs. I'd have to look for one of my shows. But I mean, I've got a bunch of them, and then I just use a pitcher hole punch to punch them.
Yeah.
I usually use a bigger punch for the head than the one that they recommend, because otherwise you're pushing it down.
Right.
Okay, hold on. Somebody says I'm getting a garbled look. So let's see here.
There's some garbled coming out once in a while. It feels like it coming when Mark talks.
My computer is old.
Well, Kevin's saying it's just when I talk for some reason. Let me.
Oh yeah, I do hear it when you're talking. It's like a reverb, Reed.
I didn't think it was there the whole time. Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute you real quick. I want to see if it does anything real quick. And then
sure.
Reed.
How about now?
I don't hear any noise now. Now I do. What? Yeah, now it's okay.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Huh.
So Mark just has to drink in peace now.
I'm unmuted.
No, yeah, you're unmuted now.
I just didn't have anything to say.
That's unusual.
All right. Brian knows me disturbingly well at this point.
I had lunch with Steve. I had lunch with Steve today, Mark.
Yeah.
And when I got ready to leave, I texted him after I got in the car. I said, "I'm in the car. Car started." minor details.
Right.
How about now? Am I still reverb now, or is it better?
It's hard for me to tell because my computer does suck with the speakers, so everything sounds like crap coming through it. So I'm the wrong person to ask.
How about you, Brian? Can you still hear me? Is it still bad?
Yeah, you still get all scratchy when you're talking.
What is going on here?
It sounds like you're farting while you're talking, is what it sounds like.
On here. This is crazy. Yeah, you're right.
I do see the difference between Brian and Reed, actually. Yeah, there's like a what is that? It's like your levels are too high. Are you perhaps like did you move your mic? Is it closer than it is to you normally? Did you change your settings?
I'm just trying to see. How about now?
It sounds better to me. Are you spiking?
Better, yeah.
When you talk your equalizer, are you spiking into yellow or red?
Well, I don't know. I can't tell.
Is your
That
microphone
sounds a lot better now, Reed.
I turned off my video for a moment. Let me. I might have too many windows open that are causing some issues here. Let me.
Is one of your speakers facing your microphone? That'll usually cause a feedback.
I don't have any. The speakers are on the monitor of the TV.
Okay. So no.
Where's the microphone?
Right.
Well, I'm using one of the cameras, one of the camera mics.
That doesn't help me. Where's the mic
facing away then?
The mic is actually over to the left, and actually I was changing it. I changed it to the one that was right in front of me. Try and see if I do this. How about now?
Oh, that's totally different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the mic now is right in front of me, but let me see here. I closed everything. Let me close this.
Is it? You said it's the mic on your camera?
Well, the cameras come with a mic built in, so that's what I'm using.
Is it a directional mic?
I'm just using the mic built into my laptop.
Yeah, same here.
Well, how about now?
Yes, that sounds great to me.
Way better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so, I don't know. I mean, I've actually experienced a few weird things in XSplit, and Kevin, those guys know. Even some of the early ones, it was like, oh, great. Well, we don't know if we're gonna be able to see or hear Reed tonight. Okay, we'll see what's going on. But I have a camera here. It's got the built-in mic, and then there's a camera over here that is focused down at the castle, and that one's got a mic built into it too. So
maybe you have both mics turned on. You should only have one turned on.
Yeah.
I'm only using. It's only the control room only says it's using one. Is it garbled again?
It's getting a little garbled. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Why is it doing that?
Well, if it's building, because if you've got two mics and you're building up a feedback loop, and so it's just gonna the extra noise will build up.
Let's see here.
Unplug the second camera.
I guess I could do that.
Or mute the second camera.
Actually, I know what I can do here. Let's see. Let's just wipe. Let's see here. Let's do. How about now?
Stairs, by the way.
How about now? Can you hear me, see me, do everything? Am I good?
What was that?
Am I good?
That was me. Sorry.
Oh.
I was humming the tone that the feedback is causing in my speakers.
Everything's good now?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Oh, that's fine. Well, I mean, I've been using the XSplit for a while, and it's been working pretty good. So I guess you'll have to let me know if I start garbling again.
Hey, those dark pink 1x2 bricks you got in those lower windows with it, like you got over on the left side of the screen up the staircase there.
What are we looking for?
So on the left side of the screen, you've got like in the purple windows there's a line of it looks like dark pink 1x2 bricks.
That's actually the LEDs. Actually, that's the
okay.
That's my outline of the castle. So it's the LED lights that are underneath.
Gotcha.
So
I see.
I just figured I would use that as a backdrop.
I was just gonna the dark pink 1x2 bricks are a little bit harder to find, a little bit more expensive on Bricklink, and I've been building transparent dark pink stuff for Brickworld this year. and I have depleted a good number of my resources for it. So I was like, hey, you got some sort of dark pink transparent swords I can partake in?
Yeah, I don't know if I have much in the world in the way of it's pink.
Wow, just making random observations. Hey, should we all leave?
What?
No, I thought since you and Brian were both off screen, I thought I should also go off screen.
No, it's okay. I'm back. Well, Brian. Well,
Me too. I'm back.
Brian's probably going to leave here soon, anyways, and probably build. I think he said he was going to try and complete his mock tonight. I think was the goal.
Yeah, I need to do the same thing or go back to the program since I've basically wasted a bunch of time agonizing over the setup thereof.
I don't see any in my stuff. Sorry. Yeah, but Mark has work to do.
I have endless amounts of work to do.
I still have work to do too. I mean, I still have. I have to fix those sections I messed up last night, and then keep working a little bit.
All right.
Well, thanks.
I think we're gonna bail out on you, Reed.
That's fine.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you guys.
Man. We'll talk to you.
Yeah, we'll see you in a few weeks.
For Mark.
On another stream. Yep.
Yeah, sure. I got a shirt and everything.
And I'm alone. Oh no. No, actually, I'm not alone. I got a friend. I think he's getting ready to creep into the picture. Oh, there he is. Chester. Chester, what are you doing? Yeah. Chester's probably ready to go to Brickworld too. You know, he's getting excited. I think he's eyeing some of those ice bears. Maybe I'll give him something else to. Ooh, you know, I think he sees something different over here. Oh, what is that, Chester? Oh, I think he's gonna try and draw with his crayon. He's gonna draw with his purple crayon. Yeah, I think that's a minifig, Chester. Just trying to take that. So, the Quantum Suit Iron Man. Cool. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. Walmart's had a bunch of some of the newer sets. Is that you mean from the Endgame movie? And they've had a bunch of the sets there. I'm kind of still waiting for that Harry Potter one with the translucent elk, deer, whatever you want to call it. I need some translucent animals in my castle area. I actually, after seeing the post recently on Beyond the Brick of that giant castle at Philly, I'm actually been the Endgame polybag. Oh well, you know what? I've seen it a couple times, but actually, you know what? I haven't seen them lately. I saw them when they first came out, and I have a few, and then I really haven't seen them lately. I need to probably go back and check and see. But if you can't find it, let me know. I'll keep my eyes peeled here and maybe hit some of the Walmarts that aren't maybe don't get as much business or something. I'll see. I'm surprised some of the Lego Movie 2 polybags have still been full price at the stores too. And of course, you hit my trigger word, so I need to make sure I type that. So, but yeah, I mean the polybags. It's hold on 1 second. Why can't my mouse move now? Okay, I am having really technical difficulties. My mouse is. Hold on, guys. Yes? No, I'm good. Thanks. My mouse is doing weird things, guys. I don't know why I can't. I want to try and put something on my thing to mute, and okay. It is really weird. What do I got running in the background on my computer here that is just. Might be time. Well, too bad I'm buying a new van because this computer really looks like it might need some disk defragmenter or something. It is just my mouse is ill. I don't know where it goes to. Let's see here. Unless I pulled it out of the holder, maybe. Okay, now what the heck just happened there? Hold on, guys. What is going on here? Well, if I am gone, guys, it means mine. What is going on here? No mouse. Jeez Louise. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, we're having a great stream tonight, guys. We are having a great one. Technical difficulties up the wazoo. I'll unplug that camera. Let's see, where'd this camera go? My mouse is being really difficult. Okay, let's see here. I mean, are we still live? Anybody in the chat? Oh, it says I'm still live. So yeah, the mouse could be scared of the squirrel. I'd be too. Chester's kind of crazy. Oh, and I spelled could be wrong. Okay, well, sorry. So we're live. That's good. Okay, well, it says we're live still, so that's good. Just experiencing technical difficulties. So, I mean, actually, what's funny is I showed my my collector book last week, the yellow one. Actually, I have 3. I have 2 of the original, one that was used like a Bible when I worked for Lego, and then the edition 2, which thanks to Mr. Hinkle again, was able to acquire that for me. So. The first one I acquired somewhere at I might have acquired it at a show or something. So, but I mean those were good. I mean, working in the store, that was great because early on when I first started working for Lego, that was really handy because I think the first one went through 2009 or 2010, somewhere in there. And so people come in and ask about older sets. It was like, oh, you know what? I know that set, but I think it was from such and such year, and I usually was pretty close. Kind of handy since they haven't done farms since 2009. It still lists that. But kind of wild and wacky stuff. So, but yeah, so the castle still has a fair amount to be done. I still have I've been doing height. So anybody who's at Chicago this year will get to see the new height on the one end, which should be nice. The wall sections were kind of interesting. I'd like to do more of it, but with the keep being as big as it is, it makes it tough to raise everything up towards the back unless I make it longer, which I could do. The only way I'd really want to make it longer is if I started utilizing the nonprofit Assembling Hope and whatnot and building walls in memory of others. The keep will be interesting to see how that goes over this year because the problem is it kind of spins around the keep levels. I mean, and I dig one out, but it's buried. So maybe next week I'll go over some of the module walls and all that. I still wanted to build 2 more, but I need to see. It almost seems like I've been running out of 1x2 clear plate, so I need to figure out. I thought I had a lot left, but I built a bunch of trees. I built the walls, so I got to take some walls apart. But I want to build a couple of levels. I'm missing a clover for Jim, and then I was going to add a new clover for my dad's friend Buzzy, and they both. I mean, one had a heart attack, one had heart disease, so it's both covering up some of those since the names are on the side, and so. But keep should be elevated yet. I think I might have found lighting for the keep. That one with the remote with the multiple colors I had last week. I'm gonna see if I can get that for the keep. Might need to raise it up high enough to make sure I can use a bunch of those in there, and then close this, and then I need to make sure the lighting still works for all for the castle. I'm gonna probably go with the same lighting. I was gonna try something different this year. Just I'm gonna run out of time and money. I mean, unless I can sell a crap load of sets in the next 2 weeks. And actually, you know what's funny is let me see if I can open the internet without crashing anything here. I was actually going to post that in the I'll post in the chat and so people can see it. Basically, I mean, and I think, I mean, actually, no, I need to go into the form and actually get the link so that people can look at it. But basically, it has a bunch of sets, and I'm not going to lie. I mean, obviously, I've been sitting on these for a while. Some are older, some are newer. But the one thing is they're going to be probably average Bricklink prices, probably going to be pretty close to the average. So basically, this is my spreadsheet, and there all the tabs are locked, so you can't edit the tabs except for the last one. So the last one has a counter offer, and actually I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this. I'm going to block the chat for a little bit here, so I'm going to actually share it over here. So basically, it does have a last tab. The last tab out has counter offers. So if somebody wants to, if they like one of the sets out there and they want something, let me know. I think a couple of the castle ones might be spoken for from Butt Shop. He was looking at a couple of them. But if you want to make a counter offer, and actually, you know what? I need to minimize some stuff here. So, but basically, it's one of those things where, basically, if you're interested in anything, just let me know. And there's some neat sets out there. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty cool. Actually, I'm gonna redo something here. So it's one of those things where there's a lot of stuff out there. The pricing is pretty much going to be pretty close to the average. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Some of it's going to be kind of a little bit out there. And so it's one of those things where if you're interested, you just gotta let me know. But I mean, some stuff I might just hold on to in the end, some of the smaller sets. But the one thing to keep in mind is the fact that I need to start liquidating some of the stuff I have. So it's just kind of the way it is. So, but if you have a counter offer, just definitely let me know. Star Wars was the big one that I was pretty much trying to get rid of. I do have a lot of stuff. I do have an Eiffel Tower, and that one is going to be, basically that one's kind of, I mean, that was probably pretty close. I mean, I've got the instructions, I've got a box, and so it's one of those things where, if anybody's interested, definitely let me know. But I posted the link. If you need access to it, for some reason I won't let you access, just let me know. But I think it'll be something where you should be good. So, but it'll trust me, it's going to get bigger. If people don't know, I moved approximately 1,500 sealed sets from Denver to Madison. Which does not include the 1,500 poly bags I also have. And so, I mean, as a Lego employee, I got lots of good deals. I bought lots of stuff. But keep in mind, I wasn't all bought at Lego. I mean, I bought lots of stuff elsewhere, whatnot. Some might be full price. I don't even know. I got tons of receipts, and digging through them again would kind of stink. I mean, I actually have a spreadsheet I started in 2011, and that had some of them on it, but it's crazy. So it's one of those things where Lego is great. I mean, but I've got parts galore through support and stuff. I've got tons of parts, and so for me, the sets don't mean as much as the parts. I mean, now some of them have really cool figs, and if I needed to have all the Star Wars figs, I'd be kind of hosed because some of them have figs that were only in that set. But just like all the CMFs I got, I mean, I bought duplicates at one time for certain reasons, not really using for all those. So those might end up on there too. And so everybody knows I do have sealed CMFs going all the way back to Series 1. And all the way. I mean, most of the ones from about series, maybe, where are we at? What series are we? Disney 2, but the last one before that, like movie 2. A lot of them are probably open these days, unless I'm pretty sure what they are. I've been pretty good at feeling them, so I mean, I don't even know what this one is. But it's gonna be too noisy. But I mean, I did buy a bunch of the extra Dino guy. Rex with the blue dinosaur, the baby blue dinosaur. Bought a bunch of those. Is there anybody still in the chat right now? Anybody still here? I did get an address from one of the people that won in the contest. I believe that was you, Doc. So I got your address. I haven't sent that yet. I'll get that out. So bear with me. You'll get it. Unless you're coming to Brickworld. If you're coming to Brickworld, I could just bring it, and just hand it off if you're coming. If you're not coming, I'll get it in the mail. So, and that's the other thing too for anybody going to Brickworld. If you want some of the sets too, I can bring them there too. I should have a fair amount of room in the van. I'm hoping the new one should be. I mean, the new one, I'm losing some space, but my goal is to optimize space this year. So. A haul video. That's good. Did you just go? Did you already go and get back? Have you been like watching while you've been looking, or just need a haul video of just stuff you've bought recently? I mean, I haven't really. All I've been really trying to do is I'm trying to cut back. I mean, if I see sales stuff, I might buy some stuff thinking I can use it with the nonprofit, which I still need to get off the ground. 501c3. I mean, if I can get. Man, if I can get 500-600 sets out there and get a couple thousand, I mean, definitely that's probably one of the objectives, to at least get the 501c3 status for Assembling Hope, so I at least can do more. It's one of those things where that's definitely on the agenda. I'd like to get it so at least I can have the ability. Now, it does sound like with people have been saying now with the new tax laws, I mean, donations for the tax benefit aren't going to be as beneficial. So I'm hoping that if there's people out there that really, want to donate, they can. So, oh, geez, there's trouble. We're in trouble. Hey. How's it going, Brick Freak?
Pretty good. How about you?
Pretty good. Just chilling. It's been kind of a slow video. It started out kind of big and then kind of going up and down. So
yeah,
we'll see.
That's
we'll see how long it goes tonight. Huh?
I like your shirt.
That's one of Kevin's. Planet of the Bricks. So it's I think it's one of the last ones. I think there's a Blacktron set due out, and then I know they're working on another one. I think he posted a little bit of a teaser earlier. I think I saw it based on Castle. So
oh yeah.
Yeah, I just did the subscription at $21, or just bill me and then just send me a shirt. I mean, that way it's coming. I don't have to worry about picking and choosing. It just comes. I mean, I got another one. I got the 9-volt, and then I think in the bag I still got the Bionicle, which is pretty cool because it's a light purple. So I actually kind of like that. So the Bionicle shirt's in there, and nice. So
that's cool.
The brick bucks or like Starbucks type thing. That one's upstairs. I've got a few of them. I think I've got to have about 5 or 6. I joked with Kevin he needed to do one like the 1 year anniversary one with like half the designs on one side, maybe some smaller images, and then half on the back. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. Just drop a piece.
So Cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, probably, I don't know. I might do an early exit tonight, maybe, and get some building done. So I don't have to do a lot tomorrow, just in case. Weather's been kind of rotten around here, but I don't want to. If there's outside work, I helped my mom do some edging the other night, mowed the lawn today a little bit. So obviously, I still have some building to do. I need to get it done. The sooner I get that done, the sooner I can work on the collab pieces I was working on for the theme incorporation for the castle collab. I'm kind of got a couple ideas out there. I still want to try and build. Just need to get out to my storage and start digging through brick and building like crazy. Taking apart a couple of the big gray Mills plates and using those. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I need to update my sig fig sometime in the future.
Well, actually, I was working on my my badger heads earlier tonight.
That's awesome.
So, I mean,
I like those. Those are awesome. I like the clear plate. Where do you get that from?
the plate was from the mosaics from years ago. I mean, I got a few I purchased, but.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, because I was wondering, I was like, I need a clear plate.
So basically,
the thing I have in progress, the Great Glass Elevator.
Oh, yeah?
From Willy Wonka. So I put Wonka in it, and this was going to be my submission for the spaceship thing, but then I'm like, it's not a spaceship, so I'm like, I'm not going to submit it.
Yeah.
It's not like
so this is the original head, the skunk head.
Okay.
So I changed it to look more badger like. So I think the two that are closer with the stripes, I think those are better than the full head. So, but I'm just kind of trying to play with it a little bit. And so I have a bunch of heads, but I need special torsos, and the pants I might just do a standard pants, but the torso is going to be the big one. I was looking at heads last night. The problem is my head will have to be special. I mean, if I can get a standard head on one side, that's fine. But the one side is going to have to have the wider eyes to work with the hat. So,
kind of like kind of like this. This is one of the figures that I'm trading away. So it have to be kind of like that.
Well, yeah, it'll have to be the wide eyes on one side, and then the narrow for in case you do without the hat. So
yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, did you see that? Clutch Powers is actually coming back.
Oh, are they doing another movie?
Well, you actually know who that is. Well, he's coming back in a Ninjago set. It's gonna be like one of those little minifigure accessory packs, like they did. They did one for the Batman movie. Yeah, where Chief O'Hara and stuff was in that one. I got that one for the art for the figures. But then they're gonna have one where it's a couple of random Ninjago figures, and then Kai, and then Clutch Powers.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And then they're gonna have one for Spider-Man, where it's Spider-Man, Ned Leeds, and then Maria Hill. So I'm gonna definitely get that one when that comes out, or at least try to get it around the time, because I think that would be cool to have, because I want the Ned Leeds.
Yeah, I did pick up a couple of the Disney figs, and actually I was really disappointed with the one.
Which one?
This one, because the hair's it. Oh, here, let me put it on the big screen here.
Hades. I have mine.
Hades, yeah. I don't like the attached hair. I was hoping the hair would be separate so I could actually use it like maybe as a possible mood swing on my sig fig, but it was attached. I'm like, well, great. Now it means I have to buy the hair for the mini doll from the spa set. And actually I bought 2 Hades, and I was like, well, now if the hair doesn't come off, I don't want the other one. That's kind of but I got both Chip and Dale, Emma, and Elsa, so that was pretty much those are the only ones I wanted at this point. So
yeah, you didn't want Jafar or anything? Because Jafar,
I mean, not at this point. I mean, those are the keys I just needed right there. So
Jafar cool,
I felt him. I mean, I found boxes around, and I basically was feeling for people. And I mean, I found them pretty quickly. Elsa, I had the one box I dug through. It didn't have any. Couldn't find any Elsas in it. And then
you gotta go for the big piece.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, did you get any Frozone? I gotta find my Frozone. He's in.
No, I didn't. Not yet. I mean, like I said, I was looking for the 4 I wanted. I'll probably get a Frozone just because they'll work well in my setup, but
Yeah.
not not too much.
My other Frozone's on my Gotham City. That's where I put mine. I was like, where did he go? Because then I put the other one on top of my poster, on top of my canvas Spider-Man thing. That's all my rare stuff.
Yeah.
Except Davy Jones. Davy Jones is his own thing. But like, this is where all my special figures go.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are just pieces, but like, that's where all my these are expensive. Like,
Yeah, you
they
just
all
need-
need like a little case that comes out, like a clear case for them, almost.
Well, they've got a couple different ones out there, so I mean, you just got to find the ones that work the best. So
Yeah, and then I'll probably end up getting like that tape. You know, that tape that you could put down, and it's like you could put Lego pieces on it.
yeah.
I'll put that down that can stick, and I don't have to worry about them falling over. Like, they use the same Hades head for Ghost Rider. I don't know if I mentioned that or not.
Oh yeah. I don't think you mentioned it, but I found that set out in my storage. So
Yeah, that's a cool set. I got that
yeah,
long
I'm
ago.
gonna let you be on the big screen. You can talk a little bit. I got to go to the bathroom real bad here, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Here. Maybe M Lego might come back in. I don't know. He was in earlier. Maybe he'll jump in. That way,
Yeah.
that way don't you feel like me the last little while talking to yourself. So I'll be right back. So
Okay. All right.
you have the stream.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't really have anything new built at the moment. Let's see. That's not that good. But anyway, I am running the minifigure swap at Brickworld. So I'm gathering figures for that. Just little Ninjago figs that I'm not. Like this, the gold ninja. And then I got the regular green ninja with the same sword. So it's the same figure, but one of them's just gold. And it's whoop, dropped him. Hi, I'm Lego.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
That's good. Are you going to Brickworld?
Well, it has been determined that I am not this year.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to Brickworld Chicago. I might be going to Brickworld Michigan. We'll see about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to the Chicago. I think because I don't think I'll.
Yeah, I would have liked to go, but school ends the week before. So, and I wouldn't have enough time to be able to really get there.
Yeah. Trying to make a cool, because Aladdin comes out on the 24th, so I'm trying to make like a cool background for my channel, kind of like a backdrop almost for it. So I'm just trying out some stuff with like the official figures, but then my badge in the back, kind of like I think that looks kind of cool. I just gotta make the Sultan now, and a Boo, and then they already did the magic carpet, but like they gotta do like a Boo, and then I don't know what. The Sultan, a Boo, and Yago. They kind of did already do Yago with all the parrots, you know.
Yeah.
So like you don't really have to make him then. Wonder I could do this. Did you see that Clutch Powers is coming back?
Yes, I did.
I think that's gonna be cool. I want to just get that set just for Clutch Powers, and then just like I'll probably part out the rest of those figures in that little build. But then I'm just gonna sell the Kai figure online somewhere.
Yeah, that's the first time we're getting a physical figure of Clutch Powers, I believe.
Yeah, because I know I wanted him so bad because I saw the movie. I think I actually have the movie, actually. Let me go see if I actually have it. I know it's in my DVD box. I'm going to just check. Yep. Right here. If anybody in the stream does not know who Clutch Powers is, he's in this movie. I remember I think I was going to like Legoland or something. I think it was one time I was flying to Florida with my family or whatever, and then I actually watched this on the plane when I was like, I think this came out in 2010. So I think I was like, I don't know. I think I was. No, that didn't happen. I think I was like 7 when it came out. I don't know. I don't remember. That torso is basically Indiana Jones's torso. In reality, that's his torso. I don't know where that head's from, but Clutch has been through a lot. If they're gonna chop off his eye, but what does that mean though? Because his dad would still be. Maybe is his dad still alive then? But then I know in the Chicago they did like a Clutch Powers 4D, but I don't know if that's connected to anything. I don't know if that's connected in his timeline or not. Clutch's car was basically just an agent's car. If you look at it, it was just like one of those the classic Lego agents. That was a cool car though. Now I got a cool idea for a mock. Let's see, where's my gravy? I still have the Bullseye figure from Toy Story. He's pretty cool. I keep him. I'm gonna probably put him next to Woody. I don't know if I'm gonna make that part of my new background, but I'm gonna make a new background for my channel. I just think it'd be cool. Whoop, my. Prop that up. There we go. Let's see, now I just need. Lego. If there was one 32 by 32 base plate that you would want Lego to make in any color, what would it be?
I don't know.
I would probably pick white. Because Lego hasn't done white, and it would be easy for a lot of people for like different mocks.
Have they done clear in a 32 by 32?
Oh yeah, that would be cool too.
Yeah. Or just some sort of transparent color.
Yeah, transparent blue would be cool. Or red, like lava. I kind of want the white because then it would be easier to do like snow mocks and stuff without having to like cover an entire face and then waste all those pieces. You know?
Yeah.
Because that's like a lot of pieces that you could end up wasting on, and then when you go back in your box and you don't have the pieces, and you're like, uh-oh, where'd the pieces go? Let me get some. I don't know what I gotta get, but I gotta get some. Oh yeah, I was gonna try out this. I need to make like a box of Technic. A box of Technic pieces. But that's too many pieces to actually go through.
They have made a 32 by 32 base plate in white.
What's that?
They have made a 32 by 32 base plate in white.
Oh, that's cool. When was that? Probably.
I don't know. I'm just looking at Bricklink though, and
Oh, nice. How much are they? I wonder.
the cheapest one is like $13, and it's in the Netherlands.
Did you say 30 or 13?
13.
Oh, that's not bad. I don't normally work with Technic pieces, but I kind of have to for this mock. I'm gonna try to start tonight, maybe, and try to. But because I'm building the Cave of Wonders from Aladdin, so I'm trying to do like the mouth, like a different shape, because I got like at least like 3 bags of this piece, the slanted slope of tan. So I'm trying to do something like this. Let's see, just try one of these, and I need to probably end up ordering a bunch of. I already got a bunch of these, the rods, but then I need to get a bunch of the blue little pieces in here. Yeah, this could work. Backwards with it. So something kind of like this, like the side of his mouth or something like that. Kind of.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the new Stranger Things set?
Well, I don't personally watch the show. That's just because I never got into it all that much. But
Yes, I hadn't watched the show when it came out. I just watched it recently, and right after I finished watching the second season, like a couple days after, is when they announced that the set was going to be coming out.
that's cool. Yeah, I want them to make because I'm gonna start to get into Game of Thrones this summer, so I want them to make like a cool Game of Thrones set. I know it's not gonna happen, but I mean, Stranger Things is kind of adult, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I didn't think they would ever make a Stranger Things set, so it's interesting that they did.
It's kind of weird, like when we think these things are never gonna come to be, then Lego goes, "Here you go," and they're like, "Oh, okay." Like, it's kind of weird, but I get you. Okay, like this is the path we're going down, I guess. Well, now I kind of need them to make what is it? I don't know. Like, I kind of want them to do some cool stuff.
Hello, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
And he's muted.
Oh. I don't know if I'm gonna buy that Stranger Things set or not, but I might wait on it. It's only $200, so really that's not that much for me to save because with my job.
Yeah, I don't have a job. I'm not really old enough for one, so I don't really have a way of easily making money. And there's all these like expensive sets that I want, and that is one of them now that I want.
Yeah, I'm saving all my money right now for what do we call that? The new Harry Potter sets when they come out. I just want to get them the day of release because I'm not waiting. I'm just kind of tired of waiting for them because now my Harry Potter shelf behind me, stuff's gonna have to get moved around, and I hate moving around stuff, especially with my $400 Hogwarts. That's gonna be a joy if I move that thing. I'm gonna move that thing, if at all, slightly. Like I don't want to touch that thing because it's up there, and that's where it's gonna play that's its resting place. Unless I get a case for it, like a huge case. So this is what I've started on so far.
So according to Reed, there have been 48 by 48 base plates in clear.
Yeah, he showed me there's a couple of smaller ones in clear, and I built a thing. Let me get it right here. But it's a portion of it's the start of a build. But I built the Great Glass Elevator from Willy Wonka from the newer movie. I got a lot of additions to do it, but I made the base myself without brick. So I bet that would work. Alright, so if I can copy this a couple times, I've got to figure out how to add. Because then this could be like the mouth. Like the. Ooh, this could work. Okay, I just figured out a way this could work. Like, so this could be like the kind of the lion, and then you just build another one and make it like slanted and then, like the head come up. Okay, this is gonna be easy. I just gotta copy this another time. Okay, I need to get more. Let's get 1, 2, 1, 2. Wait, okay. I gotta go. I gotta go find 6 of these little pieces. Even though it's not gonna matter what color, I like to have them all the same. Luckily, I don't have much blue Technic pins, or like I don't have much blue like bricks to dig through. My bit of paint. I try to get these done. Not done, but like a little bit done. Amount or something. Wonder, should I put white teeth in the mock or in the lion's head or no? I wonder. What do you think, M Lego?
What exactly is it that you're building?
I'm building the Cave of Wonders from Aladdin. It's like the lion head.
I haven't seen Aladdin in a while, so I am looking up an image of it.
Yeah, cool. So.
Okay.
I have returned.
Hello.
Hi, Reed.
You guys thought I just, fell off the face of the planet, didn't you?
No, I knew you were coming back.
I see Michael's building his spaceship tonight.
Hello.
Looks pretty windy there, Michael. What's going on with your spaceship? It's wobbling. It's experiencing air.
Less than it did.
It's experiencing air turbulence. Oh, forgot I got my little brown bag of beverages from earlier today. Obviously nothing that I should probably drink while I'm streaming, of course. Like some 99 watermelon, 99 grape. I want to try this blueberry vodka. Sounds pretty good. We used to go bowling. Used to drink the 99 bananas. 99 proof might put me on my butt, so I better not drink that tonight. Nice doc. Nice doc.
Uh-oh, I think I just did this wrong.
Yep, I can tweak while I'm sitting here. I will actually have to leave, which is the best model here. That's probably the best one. We're gonna do some altering of Lego pieces. Hopefully no one will be offended. If you are, too bad. By coloring his ears.
Nope, did not want that to happen. Oh, that's that. Okay.
What? You gotta be kidding me, Doc. Well, I know some of the stores are putting in locked glass cases, but police officers patrolling the store? Wow.
For what?
Oh, I think he's at a Walmart, and all the Lego is in a locked case, and they said there's actual police officers patrolling the store. So.
Oh boy, you know things are going down there.
That could be issue. That could have issues, you know. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
What if he wants to field up minifigure bags?
I guess he's not doing it at that store.
Nope. What if he goes there and he's like, I want Elsa? Well, you can't get Elsa because we can't get to Elsa. So glad that they didn't put Olaf in there, because that would have been too much Frozen for me. And Olaf doesn't need to be a figure anyway, I don't think.
Do that. See there.
All right. So this is what I'm working on so far. Whoop. Let's see. Flip the camera. But I'm working on like the Cave of Wonders from Aladdin. So I'm trying to do like a curved mouth looking thing.
You have to do like you have to find some bricks with studs on the side. You know, some.
Yeah. I almost wanted to get like those pieces that like curve almost. But I got my tan box here, so I'm trying to just make a rough draft of what I want to build in the end.
There you go. It's all about trial and error these days.
Yeah, I got another full bag of
of the slopes, yeah.
Because I thought they were going to be useful for me, so I grabbed them all. Grabbed most of them. Some of them I left for other members of the group, but I was like, you know what? I need these.
Yeah, you're not supposed to take all of anything. I think it's supposed to be just, you know.
Well, I took a little bit of each bag that they had. I didn't take the entire bags of anything. I don't think. I try to stay away from that. Let's see. What do I need now? Any more?
Well, we got some extra heads here. We're gonna try. I might try this one too.
Let's
try this design and see if this works.
Whoop! My phone fell again.
Wow, that's crazy. That sounds like Doc is having way too much fun.
Who's Doc?
Doc is in the chat. Doc Sampson's out. He's out Lego shopping.
Oh, that's cool. But is he using data to watch the video?
I don't know. But he's out where there's police officers patrolling the stores, so he's having fun that way. It sounds like.
Yeah, Reed. What are your opinions on the Stranger Things Lego set?
I don't watch the show. I mean, it's another set. I like the fact that it's two-sided per se, so it's kind of cool.
I think that's kind of creative on Lego's part. I'm like, how does that thing stand up without breaking?
Supported by the trees is what the reviews keep saying. So.
Yeah, but I'm like, a tree, like that's kind of tiny, though. You know?
Well,
look at
it might be the branches or something, you know.
But still, those are like maybe like that big of a here. Actually, no, those aren't it. But like, just for example, like those. Oh, I guess they could work. These are little tree looking. Those are bushes, but whatever. Let's go over there. Let's see. I gotta find like a piece that would work for this. What I'm trying to do. Found a Lego Friends sticker. I'm just gonna take that off. Oh, need it.
Interesting.
I think that Lego Ideas, I read something over on Lego Ideas that they're making a Sesame Street set, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, possibly. I think
that could be kind of cool. I don't know what the figures would be. Probably the original cast of that show, like Bert and Ernie and everybody.
Yeah.
The typicals.
Yep.
I made like a little whoop.
Oh, balls and socket also hold it together. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's what I think is keeping it, the two-sided too. The trees just support it, but it's actually using balls and socket to have it so that it's two-sided, so you get both sides.
That makes sense. Darn, I need another one of these. Let's see something. I can do a little something like this. We can.
I really like that as much.
I don't like how this is going together, but I think if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Oh, this is not gonna work. I don't like how this is not a Facebook list. It didn't make it work.
Definitely a lot more work involved on this one. I might need a bigger permanent marker. Definitely looks like a badger on that guy with the sides and stuff, but it's a lot more editing to do.
Ooh, I don't think I have enough decent for this project. One of these can make it work. Reed, are you gonna get any of the Potter sets when they come out?
Probably just the one that's got the
night bus.
No, I might get some of those, but I mean I got tons of those purple window panels unless they're different. But I was looking at more of that translucent stag or whatever that's in that one set.
Yeah, the stag. That thing looks cool. I'm gonna at least get like one or two of those sets. It just depends on how much cash I'm gonna have by then. If I have enough to get a couple, then I'll get a couple. But if I don't, then I don't. Then I get one, and then I get one for Christmas or something. And that evens it out a little bit, man.
I think I'm gonna head out for the night.
Okay.
Thanks for having me on, Reed.
No problem, Emily. You have a good night.
You too.
American. Well, that is the American Badger. What's the other one? I would take a baby badger though. Let's see here.
Ooh, I can do that. I just had an awesome idea. Darn.
Problem is, I'm gonna have to tweak this.
I'll make this up. I could plate this up. I just gotta get some more plates.
I'm just looking at pictures.
Hey, Reed.
Yeah.
I have been working on some detailing if you wanted to see it.
Sure. Oh, is that using a bunch of the trans purple?
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Try not to move it too much. There you go. Oh, that's pretty nice.
I used a clip and bar technique for all the top parts.
Cool.
So I have a lot of lightsaber blades from the pickup brick wall. So I've got trans blue posts coming up. Try to get that closer. So there's no actual studs connecting this top part up. It's all just stuff clipped into bars.
Huh.
And there's
That's
the
interesting.
Jurassic Park piece, a Jurassic Park printed clear piece, chrome piece from the drill.
Okay.
Going up to the ape and then a ton of golden wings going around the entire top. So this will be the engine top.
Cool.
Yeah, that worked out well. The only problem is the 3x, 4x part of it. I'm also doing good old ball and bionicle state point technique here. cross brace the heck out of these fins. So it does wave and wobble, but my hope is once it's standing, it all settle down without twisting again. So I'm cutting all the cords off and give it a try.
All right, why is this not going together? Where did this come from? Oh, that's from this. Okay, that just broke. This. All right, I've gotten a little bit more progress on this thing. It's not gonna get. I gotta probably restart it, but I kind of like how the sides are right now. This middle is gonna get done a little bit differently, but like kind of like the sides coming up.
Cool. Looks good.
Yeah, I don't like how I can't connect like a regular brick to these, but not if because I don't really care for this much, but I think it'll be good. I'll figure it out at some point. Because this will, I want to try to do the entire Agrabah for, I don't know if I want that to be a collab or not, but I want to try to do it like, for next year at Brickworld.
Okay.
The entire, because then that gives me an entire year to work on it. I think it's much easier than get this done by next week. Well, I don't have pieces. That'll probably be, I don't know, maybe buying two of the what's the clock tower? Yeah, probably buying 2 or 3 of the clock tower plotter sets, because then trading off the figure, well, some of the figures probably, or parting those out because I can use the tuxedos and stuff, and then using those parts for Agrabah, because I'm sure I could use those parts for Agrabah if I wanted to. Just like sort them out as I just open the bags and just sort the pieces, because then that could work.
Yeah.
Because then I got to go through and this piece is not missing or whatever. Because then I just get parts in for $90 or whatever. I could probably find all those sets on day of release cheaper. Like, I think that's how I got the Spider-Man sets for cheap, because I just went to Walmart and then they had them like cheap the day they came out, and I was like, okay, like I'm taking these. I'll buy these.
Cool.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll do it with the Potter sets. I'm not sure. I don't know if they will or not, but.
Looking.
Okay, what else? Oh yeah, let me get my parrot, my Lego parrot that I can give to Jafar. I swear I have one. I know I have. Let's see. I just gotta find it. This could be a broom. Another one.
Let's see here.
Lego hasn't made a blue parrot, so I'm gonna give him like the half red parrot I have. Because I think that'll work. Close this. Okay, that's all closed.
Hey, Reed, I also have another crazy technique if you wanted to see it.
Here's my parrot.
Cool. Yeah, go for it.
So these slopes, I reversed them.
Oh, that's cool.
So I shoved a Blue Technic piece with a stud on end on the negative side. There's one right there. You just get it together, and then on the opposite side, there's this little Technic brick to another Technic brick. Reverse it. One stud, one down, one stud up. Stud connect in. And this is a -1. Once again, 2 of those Technic studs, or pins with studs. Reversed it again. And I came over, and you can see I'm using clips to turn everything 90 degrees flush.
Cool.
And I fill it in with little tiles. And then this will stud in. It'll rise up and then eventually connect 90 degrees to the piece way over there. So I've got this nice, completely transparent column going up at a nice curvature.
That'd be good.
It looks pretty sweet. And a little afternoon at the playground, and then you wind up with 4 or 5 more of them. And just get them on the body when I get home. Oh my.
Reed, have you heard anything new about Brickworld or upcoming anything, or?
In terms of what? No.
Like anything, like if I don't know, just anything new or?
Mark was on earlier. No, I mean they're just in the finalization for planning everything, but
Yeah.
that should be good.
Yeah. I'm almost ready for Brickworld. I just got to get some stuff done in Gotham, but then I'm pretty much ready. I gotta buy some Rubbermaids for Gotham too. Are you gonna go see the Aladdin movie when it comes out, Reed?
I don't know. We'll see. Probably not.
Yeah.
Just have too much going on, and I don't know. I don't always see movies when they come out in theater. Just some of the ones I see. It just depends on the movie.
Yeah. I hope I want to see it, but I might see it. I don't know. Maybe Saturday. Well, probably Saturday. Go Saturday morning because I work Saturday afternoon, or unless Saturday after I get out of school, or Sunday after. Friday after I get out of school.
Yeah.
Day straight because I get out of school on the 24th, the same day as the movie. So I don't know because I get out early because of finals. So I don't know if my parents will take me after that as like a start off to summer, or I don't know. I don't know if my mom seems that interested in that, but I don't know. I think it's a different spin on it a little bit because I know Abu's in it, but I've been watching all the TV spots and the trailers and everything, and it looks a little bit different than the regular 92 film. Because Yago looks like he turns into like a huge bird or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, what's this? But I saw today that Jafar does turn into the genie, but like that has to happen. Because that was one of his wishes in the original film. Like they can't just cut that out and then.
Each sig fig head might be a little bit different, possibly.
Oh yeah.
Well, because I mean, I think that looks like a badger head.
Then are you gonna put these on your Bricklink store or?
No, they'll be part of my sig fig. So no.
But are you gonna like duplicate them like a bunch?
Well, I'll just off the hand craft them all, hand paint them all. But I mean, the goal would be to kind of see, just to hand them out at shows and stuff, trading for other sig figs. I'm just trying to find the right look because I mean, obviously, this one. So the one in the back looks more like the honey badger.
Yeah.
And the ones up front are more like the actual American badger. So it's kind of things where just trying to find the right happy medium. So
yeah.
I mean, I don't have torsos yet. I don't have some of the other stuff. So it's kind of just it's a mute point for that.
Mm-hmm.
So. I'm probably going to kill the live stream, guys. Just kind of getting there tired. Plus, I got to get up early and pick up a vehicle. So, I want to thank everybody for watching. Might see Mark and Brian on again next week. Brian might jump on. Mark might. You never know. I'll probably be on Saturday Night Lego tomorrow night, probably with those guys. Probably building, most likely. I got to fix the 2 elevation sections. I need to build, so I need to probably build a fair amount tomorrow night and get some stuff done. The sig fig's just kind of been a good just distraction, and so it's kind of things where just trying to get something kind of built for if I decide to move forward on that at some point here in the near future. But you just kind of keep tuning in. I mean, obviously, let me know if there's garbled conversation in the future too. I had some issues, so I got rid of one of the cameras, so or turned it off. So, but yeah, next week, guys, we'll probably talk about. I don't know. Next week will be interesting. Hopefully, I'll have more stuff to show. Maybe I get hopefully I'll get the keep elevated and be able to show off the castle built without Lego or built without the guys on the walls. So everybody have a great night. And then definitely if you guys see pictures and stuff of the guys, make sure you let me know which ones you think are the best. These are the designs I'm probably going to go with, either the front row or the back row. I think the front row looks much more like a badger than the back. I mean, they both could be badgers, but the front one I think looks a little bit better. So definitely let me know in the chat and the comments and stuff. I'm sure you guys like that.
Hey, Reed.
Yeah.
Reed, can you hold that up? Hold it up one more time, please.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need you on the main thing, man.
I want that.
I don't know. The solid in the back looks a little bit cleaner, but it's such a bad. It's kind of crunchy.
Well, I think the ones in the one in the back is still a Badger. He's just not as much as the North American Badger. The one up, well, the ones up front. I mean, there's obviously the one on this side. I think is a more choppy around the eyes. This one's maybe a little bit smoother over here. But I think in the end they're both with the black stripe. I need to probably play with them, and each one might be a little bit different.
That, man.
So the nice thing
The
is,
ones in the front look good. It just depends on whether you're going for the Bucky Badger simplified look or you're going for something a little bit more detailed.
Well, I mean, it might be a little bit of both. I mean, obviously, it's the Bucky Badger is actually he's modeled after the American Badger. So the ones in the front, I think, and the thing is about a sig fig, I mean, they don't have to be technically all identical. I mean, in terms of the head mask, I mean, it might make them cooler if they're all a little bit kind of unique, but since it's it'd be tough to have a molded head made, so, but it might be something I can do in the future. So
Copy that.
Huh? So, I mean, the
Copy that.
The torso is going to be interesting. Plus, the head's going to be interesting. I just got to get a head that's going to work. That's going to have to be probably customized a little bit for the fact that I need wide heads on one side or wide eyes on one and then narrow eyes on the other. So you can use it without. I mean, I guess you could do wide on both, but it'd look a little weird. So maybe do close on the one side and then wide for the mask, and so that way you have the ability to do either or. So cool. Well, I'm going to end this thing.